There is a city where nothing is out of place. The streets are spotless. The trains arrive to the second. The skyline looks like it was designed by the future. At night, the buildings glow like glass sculptures. In the morning, the sidewalks are already clean. Singapore doesn't just look perfect, it feels engineered, and that's because it is. For decades, this small island nation has been called a miracle, a symbol of efficiency, a model for the modern world. But perfection is never accidental. It is designed, controlled, enforced, and that's where the illusion begins. Singapore is one of the richest nations in the world. In just over 50 years, it transformed from a struggling port city into a global financial powerhouse. Its skyline is dominated by icons like Marina Bay Sands, a structure that looks like it belongs in science fiction. Nearby, Gardens by the Bay rises like a futuristic forest, blending nature and technology. The city is famously safe. Crime rates are among the lowest globally. Public transportation runs with near-perfect precision. Infrastructure works. Everything works. It feels like a glimpse of what every modern city wants to become: orderly, efficient, predictable. But order on this scale doesn't happen naturally. It is built piece by piece. Singapore's transformation did not happen by chance. It was guided firmly by one political force, the People's Action Party, which has governed since independence. From the beginning, stability was prioritized over everything. Strict laws were introduced: littering, heavy fines; vandalism, severe punishment; chewing gum, banned for years; drug trafficking, zero tolerance. Surveillance cameras are widespread. Public behavior is closely regulated. In Singapore, disorder isn't debated, it is removed. Supporters argue this discipline is the reason the country thrives. Critics argue it comes at a cost. Freedom of speech is limited compared to Western democracies. Media operates within boundaries. Public protest is tightly controlled. But here's the unsettling part. Most citizens accept it because the system delivers results. Clean streets, safe neighborhoods, economic success. The trade feels rational. Order in exchange for control. And when a system works this efficiently, questioning it begins to feel unnecessary. But beneath the skyline, pressure builds quietly. Singapore consistently ranks among the most expensive cities in the world. Housing prices are high. Car ownership requires purchasing a certificate of entitlement, sometimes costing as much as the vehicle itself. Space is limited, land is scarce. Every square meter is calculated. Education is intensely competitive. From a young age, students are placed into high-performance academic tracks. Exams determine direction. Direction determines opportunity. Success is not optional, it is expected. Failure is not dramatic, it is silent, invisible. Work culture is demanding. Long hours are common. The pursuit of stability becomes a lifelong project. In a society built on efficiency, time is optimized, careers are planned, milestones are mapped out. Even ambition feels structured, and in a city designed to eliminate risk, people learn to minimize it within themselves. When everything is controlled, curated, and regulated, spontaneity disappears, chaos disappears, but so does unpredictability. And unpredictability is often where freedom lives. Singapore may be one of the most successful societies ever built. It transformed scarcity into strength, disorder into structure, vulnerability into power. It didn't drift into stability, it chose it. And that choice reshaped everything. In Singapore, the future feels predictable. Systems work, institutions hold. There is comfort in that, there is confidence in that. But comfort has a quiet side effect. When stability becomes the highest priority, other values begin to adapt around it. Expression adjusts, risk narrows. Individualism fits within boundaries, not because it is forced every day, but because the structure has already been set. And maybe that's the real illusion. Not that Singapore hides something dark, but that it makes structure feel natural, invisible, like it was always meant to be this way. Singapore is not broken, it is not chaotic. In many ways, it works better than almost anywhere else, but it reminds us of something important. Perfection doesn't eliminate chaos, it replaces it, and when control becomes invisible, it becomes permanent.